Well, joining us now, Avani Mishra. She's a leading lawyer who tracks the relationship with America so very closely. Great to have you in the studio, Avani. You know, in as much as we talk about the strategic relationship, the underlying aspect of this relationship that perhaps we need to look at is the equation, is the business relationship, the economic equation. How is that essentially the bedrock which is taking us to where we are now?
Absolutely, Vishnu. I think this visit comes at a time where India is demonstrating rather strong macroeconomic fundamentals. We see that there is a global slowdown, but in terms of India, we stand as an island of resilience in a volatile world. The IMF has recently called us the bright spot in the global economy.
Right.
And our growth rate far exceeds the global average at this point.
Right.
I would also like to mention that inflation, even though it is present, it's moderating and is at about 4.5%, which is well below the RBI's tolerance limit of 6%. And connected to this is also the fact that recession in India is predicted to be 0% at this point, whereas US is in the high risk category with over 65% risk of facing a recession. So I think this brings us back to the fact that in this century and at this time, there couldn't have been a better time for India to act from a position of strength. Right. We are demonstrating such strong fundamentals that we are coming not as a rule taker, but as a rule maker of the world. Yeah. And it has become evident in the fact that we are taking decisions emanating from our own strategic autonomy. Right. And it's manifested in the fact that we bought the S-400 Russian missile system. We are buying oil, which is priced lower when it comes from Russia, and several other decisions. Yeah. So I think it brings forth the fact that India is acting from a position of strength at this time, and there couldn't have been a better time for India and US to cement their already beautiful relationship developed in this in the millennium.
In your opinion, Avani, would the highlight of this visit of the Prime Minister be?
I think it comes at a time when the world is facing such uncertainty, the Russia-Ukraine war. And I think US is eager to get support from all corners. We see a belligerent China acting in the Indo-Pacific. So it definitely demonstrates the fact that US is keen to take on India as a partner. And given the fact that we have such a high demographic dividend at this point, and our businesses are flourishing, so the US is definitely eager to take on support from India. And we've seen it in several partnerships that India has taken on with the US, specifically the ICET, the Critical and Emerging Technologies Partnership, the IPEF, which includes India and 11 other countries, representing almost 40% of GDP in the world. And I think to connect all of this together, we also have the Quad, which is acting for security in the Indo-Pacific.
Right.
And with the fact that we are working on defense and space partnerships, we are working on 5G, we are working on critical minerals, energy supply. The defense deal, of course, is very crucial to this visit. Yeah. So putting all of this together, we are taking on not just security issues, but also bringing businesses along.
Sure. No, it is an absolutely fascinating relationship. Let's see what finally transpires with the Prime Minister over there. Thanks so much, Avani, for being with us.